Hey Disc Golf Army, this is Rodney. I have not been able to play disc golf in what seems like forever. With the whole quarantine and the state of the world as it is right now, I have been quarantining myself. I have no symptoms or anything. I just live with some people that are nurses, EMTs, that kind of stuff. And we feel like we're at a higher risk of catching this. So we're trying our best to keep the spread to a minimum. And since I haven't been able to play, I thought something fun would be my in the bag. So I used the Prodigy BP1, the version 2, I believe. It's the closest thing I could get to a grip bag. This was cheaper, and my lovely mother-in-law bought it for me for Christmas. So thank you, Tara, and I appreciate it. So with that, I will go ahead and go in with the putters that I carry. I carry 6 putters. There's a reason for it, don't worry. I'll explain that later. This is a P2 from Discmania. This has the Eagle McMahon black ink stamp on it. I use this very rarely. This was the first putter I ever bought, and now it's just relegated to anybody that comes that needs an extra putter or a new person that we find that doesn't have any discs, they use that. And then this is, I carry 3 of these links. This one I have Sharpied all over. My grandma passed away from breast cancer, so I got a pink one and kind of did a little horrible drawing just to kind of remember her. Never really throw it. Most of the time I either hold it or it just stays in the bag. And then this is my primary putter, the Link. As you can see, I did a little doodle for the Triforce from Legend of Zelda. And then I'm holding this other one that has pink on it. It says Fight Like a Girl. Again, the pink, the breast cancer theme for my grandma. So those are my throwing putters, or my putting putters. Now these are my throwing putters. I carry 1 Luna. This is my wife's primary putter. Very rarely throw this for just for the simple fact that I have so many putters that I can choose from. But I'll throw this occasionally just as a nice little fade in if I'm coming with a very short approach. And then this is my Discraft Zone. Absolutely love this thing. This is my throwing putter. Anything that needs to be thrown from the tee, just rip on this, and it has that nice little fade in, and very reliable. And now on to my drivers. I carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers. This is the OG Leopard. Got this in my starter pack. I throw this primarily when I'm stuck in the woods and I need to throw a thumber up and high to get out, or if any new person joins our disc golf group and needs a decent driver to throw, this is what I'll hand them. And my next one is the Innova Roadrunner. Never throw it. I bought it simply because it has the American flag die on it, which to me is insane. It's very cool. And now my primary driver is the Discmania Nate Perkins Night Strike 2, the Glow FD. I absolutely love this disc. Forehand, backhand, very consistent driver. I recommend anybody that needs a good driver, just pick this up and start ripping. And then I carry an Instinct. I primarily throw this one for anything that needs a decent hook to the left, and in any windy situation. This thing is an absolute bomb. So another one that I would highly recommend. And then my Discmania Royal Rage FD2. This thing is, I don't know if you can see, is pretty flat. This is my forehand driver. Anything that I need a little extra oomph that my backhand can't get me, I use this. This thing flies very straight, very minimal fade to the right when you throw a forehand, very minimal fade when you throw a left hand, or backhand rather, not left hand, but very reliable driver. Highly recommend it as well. And then my next one that I throw is my Samuel Lazat Doomberg 3. I never throw this backhand. This is primarily forehand that needs to fly in to the right. There's a few courses that we play that have a couple very hard hooks to the right. You throw this out on a little bit of an ante and it just right to the ground to the right. Very reliable, very trustworthy. Highly recommend that one as well. And then my final one is a titanium Undertaker. My best friend Joseph traded this to me. I think we traded an Instinct for this. I've slowly started to love ripping this disc. This thing zooms. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the way that I throw it or what happens with it, but I absolutely love this. Very, very, very consistent finish to the left when you throw it backhanded. And then on to my mid-ranges. These are my favorite discs. I love throwing mid-range. I don't have the best arm speed in the world, but any mid-range that I can throw, I try to rip just as hard as I can. I carry one MD from Discmania, C-line plastic. This is anything that just needs a straight shot. Most of my up shots are thrown with a mid-range, and I've started to throw this one in the woods a little bit, especially for those straight shots through tunnels or anything like that. Very straight flying disc. Would highly recommend that. I carry two Glow C-line MD3s, the Crowned Eagle McMahon signatures. This one is a little more beat in. This one tends to fly straight with a very, very soft fade to the left. And this is mine more under or overstable. This one will fade left perfectly. And I throw this one mostly in the woods. And then I have one MD5 C-line from this movie as well. This is just for any wooded shot, any shot in general that needs a hard hook to the left to dive in. I pick this up, chuck it just as hard as I can, and usually have good results with it. And then I carry two methods, the Discmania Evolution line. I have a Simon Lizotte Shadow Titan stamp, and then just the regular pink one. If you can't tell, I like pink discs, so they're easy to find. This is the majority of my straight shot, slight hyzer-in approach shots. I throw these. I love them a lot. They're very good in the headwinds as well. They fly pretty straight in those situations. And then I carry one understable Lucid Patrol from Dynamic Discs. I found this and the owner never got back to me, so I've just kept it in my bag. I love this thing in the woods. There was one day Thomas and I were playing, and I threw like a 60-some yard shot. It just hit every gap and went in. So it ever since has been in my bag. And then I have another overstable mid-range. These I like to reserve for the newer players that come out with us that have no clue how to play or shape a shot yet. So they're just easy for the new people that we play with to throw. And then my last one is my Champion Rock 3. I never throw this. This has been overtaken by my wife. This tends to be her favorite disc. So she can throw it straight, she can throw it forehand, and kind of fade it into the right. Yeah, so that is all of the discs that I use consistently. And like I said, I use the Prodigy bag. It's very cheap compared to the grip bag, has just about the same amount of space. And I guess I can show you a little bit of the extras that I carry. I always have a couple towels for whenever they're muddy or wet and you need to wipe off a disc. And then my friends love the ranch. And then I have one friend that likes dill pickle. I always try to feed my friends in hopes that maybe they'll drop a few strokes for me, just to kind of give me a little bit of an edge on them. And then I have, in this one, I have my rain fly for this, which I have not been able to use yet. So it's not been rainy, and I haven't played when it's been in the rain, but it just goes over the bag. And then I have my Prodigy marker that came with my bag. And then my wife got me this for a stocking stuffer. It's a nice little stroke count. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably not focused yet, but if it's just you and if it's just you and another friend, you click these to keep track of where you are, because I constantly am forgetting how many strokes I have, and it's always a point of argument with my friends, because I always forget my first throw, so I always forget the drive, and I think that is it. And then in the front pockets over here, got a couple pens, or a pen and a Sharpie, just in case somebody needs to ink a disc real quick, or if and when we can get back out and start playing tournaments, I have a pen or a pencil to use to keep score. So that has been my in the bag. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the typical YouTube stuff. So get out there, fling some discs, grow the sport, be safe right now. This is a very crazy time for us in the world, so do everything safely, and we will see you in the next one. Peace. I carry 6 putters. There's a reason for it, don't worry.